minus all the problems in it. Tell you what. Goddamn. Coca-Cola be hitting different. This shit is good, you know. Some shit I can't talk about, so I can't even really vent that much. But I can beat around the bush. I really don't even want to say anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm highly fucking irritated. And just life, you know, everyday life problems, you know, nothing that needs to be talked about. So I guess I'm just gonna disregard the venting message because I'm not at the vent. It's gonna be on live for X amount of time. See, but the thing is, people, hint this. I want to say certain people, but I'm gonna stick with people. I'm not gonna say people because I don't know everybody. But these certain particular motherfuckers that I'm talking about get on my last fucking nerves. I probably get on their nerve too, but I don't give a fuck. CJ, if that's you, was bragging. What you going now over there? But you know what I mean? Like, I'm a real motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I do real things, reality things. I'm not a spiritual motherfucker. I don't walk around with rocks in my pocket. I don't think rocks can heal this or heal that. I don't give a fuck about anybody's fucking horoscope. I don't give a shit about any of that, okay? I go by reality. Like, if you drop a glass on the ground, it'll break. Simple as that. There's no, oh, if you think hard enough, you drop the glass on the ground, it won't break. No, I don't believe in shit like that, and I never have, and I never fucking will. So, you know, witchcraft and whatnot. Um, that's what I'm gonna call it. But anyway, there's some shit going on outside. But yeah, I'm just trying to process life right now. Like, I'm not working right now because I had injured my foot, and it's still healing. And I don't want to end up going to work and then twist it the wrong way, and then I don't have a foot anymore. So, but this motherfucker still got some pain on it. Yeah, that fucking hurts. But it feels good though. It hurts, but it feels good, like a sensation type deal. But you know, I gotta get my money up. You know, and it ain't up to me. It's really up to God. You know, money is a gift. It's not something that you just get from hard work. Yeah, you can work hard all day, But at the end of the day, you'll have this much money, zero. You'll be working for 5 years, and after 5 years, you still won't have nothing to show for it if you don't follow God. And I know these things, but I still choose to disobey God. I'm only human, but He understands me, and He understands you too, and He blesses you where you need to be blessed. And just because you're up here for a second, don't get too high-headed, because you might just be just getting something because He feels sorry for you. But it is possible to reach prosperity and success forever if you just do the right thing. There's a lot of things you can do wrong, a lot. But there's also a lot more things you can do good. It's better to do good. You live a better life. I want a better life. And the thing is, I know it may be hard to tell yourself, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Well, how the fuck do I get over this? How the fuck do I stop doing this? Well, let me tell you, it's through God. And this, when I say that, I mean, us as human beings, we always try to depend on ourselves to make our lives better. We try to better ourselves. We wake up every day saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, oh, I'm gonna do that. When really, in all actuality, you must put God in the picture in everything. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do this different. You say, no. You say, I know God's got me. I know He's going to change my spirit. He's going to work with me. And my behaviors are going to change. Don't try to do things yourself. And don't try to find another human being to do it for you. Or don't even look towards the devil. Look towards God. But talk to Jesus first, because you can't get to God without going through Jesus. But with Jesus and God basically being the same person, because we're all one. You come to Him however you want to come to Him. You want to say God, you want to say Jesus. They know what you mean. So just trust in God. Put all your faith in God. Wake up, think of God. Go throughout the day thinking of God. And go to sleep thinking of God. And talk to Him throughout the whole day, every day since you wake up, all the way till you go to sleep. And keep it on repeat and repeat until He comes back. And you will find favor in yourself, and you will find delight in yourself. And you might even start to love yourself even more. You probably love yourself to an extent of love that you never thought that you could ever love yourself. Because we go through things as human beings, and we tell ourselves, why do we go through this? It's because you're not putting God in the picture. You can't try to do things on yourself and then by yourself and be like, hey, I'm going to do this. And yeah. But when we make plans, God actually laughs at us. So all you really need to do is say, Jesus, take the wheel. And He will take that wheel for you, and He will steer for you. He will steer your life in the right direction. You just got to trust Him. But it is not going to work if you don't trust Him. And when I say trust Him, you can't just say I trust Him. You have to trust Him. You have to have the faith. You got to actually believe that He will lead you in the right way, because He does not want any person that doesn't really believe in Him or doesn't really want to follow Him. He only wants people that are actually willing to accept His help. And that's all it is. You want a better life? Involve God, and everything else will be added on to you. But you got to trust Him. And He will take people out of your life that's not supposed to be there. He will take things out of your life that's not supposed to be there. And He might take your car, and just because probably He wants you to have a new one. He might take your house because He probably wants you to have a new one. Even though it might be an adventure, you might even find yourself homeless for 5 years. It could be less than that, it could be longer than that. You never know with God. But throughout your journey with God, you're gonna learn a lot of things. It's very good. You will never have a bad day as long as you include God. In those 5 years, 10 years that you're homeless, let's just say per se, you will find greatness in that, and you'll find yourself being a greater person. And And all in all, it's for the good. You know, God has no pleasure in seeing anybody suffer at all. He wants the best for all of us. So just make sure you add God in your life. You add God, you're adding value to your life. Nobody wants nobody negative around them. Please do not lift your hand and try to change your own life, because it is not possible, because you're not in charge. You have to talk to God. Tell him what you want in life. He already knows what you want. You don't even have to say anything, really, before he already knows what you want before you ask it. But there's nothing wrong with just talking to him. You know, you develop a relationship with him. You know, get to talk to him on a daily basis. And I don't care what anybody says, that voice you hear in your head when you're talking, when you say God, that's God talking to you. But if it starts to say some bad stuff, that's not God. That's the devil trying to step in between you and God's conversation. But anything good that comes from here is straight from God. So just be positive and listen to your Lord who's speaking through you, and you should be all right. It's gonna hurt because God will take certain people out of your life that you love dearly, and you never want to lose them. But God wants the best for you, like He said, and you should want the best for yourself, unless you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can't even stress that anymore. I mean, I'm just gonna put it straight to you like that. You don't want domestic violence relations. You don't want to be caught in that. That's not good for you. Even though you might love the person, it's not good for you. You don't want to be on drugs, even though it's making you feel good. That's not good for you. Everything. You don't want to be just doing working a dead end job that you don't like. It's not healthy. Just keep the trust, keep the faith in God. I don't care how bad the situation gets, how bad the situation looks. Just keep the faith in God. And like I said, all things will be added on to you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's gonna suck when you lose things. It's gonna suck when you lose people. But guess what? It's all for the greater good, because, and this is only if you want God in your life. If you're not ready for toxicity to leave from your life, then don't do what I said. If you're not ready to elevate your life and live a better life, don't listen to what I'm saying. If you're not ready to be happy, don't listen to what I'm saying. But if you're ready to be happy and have toxic people away from you and negative people away from you and just everything bad away from you, then listen to what I'm saying and follow God and talk to God each and every day until He comes back. And then you'll make it into heaven. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You put God in your life, you make it to heaven. And I'm telling you that because I have faith. I have faith that I will make it to heaven. No doubts about it. I keep God in my life, and I follow God to the best ability that I can, and He knows that I'm trying. And I know I make mistakes too, but He makes a way for me to stray away from mistakes, as long as I trust Him. Because I'm still on a journey with my God, myself, and I will be for my entire life and the life after that. And I want better for my life, so that's what I'm doing right now. And you know, as a good shepherd, prophet of the Lord, I will spread the word and try to get anybody who's listening or wanting a better life to understand that it is possible. You just have to fear God and keep God in your life and talk to Him throughout the day continuously and trust Him. And everything will be okay. Subscribe, like, comment.